It's gonna be May.
May is finally here, which means it's time to talk about a bunch of brand new indie games. Hey there, I'm CGDannyB, and I really like indie games. I like sharing them with you guys. And with May finally here, making us just about halfway through the year, I've got a bunch of upcoming indie games that you should be keeping your eye on. The month of May is going to be packed with a bunch of games you should be looking forward to. And today I'm going to tell you 16 of the games that I am most excited to check out. I know, it's so much, and I'm recording this all in one night to then edit and post the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not going to have any sleep the day this comes out. So if you could do me a favor and like the video, that would help a lot. But also be sure to let me know in the comments which games you're looking forward to this month, because I'm sure I'm going to miss some because there's just so many, and I'm going to need to know what to add to my wish list. And we just recently hit a milestone of 4,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. But now we got to aim for 5. So if you're new here and you want to see a bunch more indie gaming content, be sure to subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's talk about some indie games. Get ready to board the most introspective train ride of your gaming life with FreeRide, an indie RPG that's equal parts quirky adventure and existential personality quiz. You'll play as Proto, a possibly mortal child who gets tricked into becoming the conductor of the fate train by Lapita, the daughter of the spirit god. Your journey chugs through surreal locales, like a haunted high school and a space station orbiting Jupiter, because why not? Along the way, you meet a cast of troubled spirits, each with their own unfinished business. So be sure to help them out, and maybe you'll just help yourself too. Gameplay-wise, FreeRide lets you wield psychic-based telekinesis to solve puzzles, fight demons, and for some reason throw fish. Your choices, both conscious and unconscious, shape the story and determine your personality outcome from 32 types, including bully, detective, and clown. It's kind of like a Myers-Briggs test, but with more ice cream and fewer spreadsheets. Visually, the game boasts a vibrant, stylized aesthetic that complements its whimsical yet poignant narrative. FreeRide is a journey that's just as much about helping yourself as it is about helping others, and maybe throwing a fish or two along the way. So if you're looking for a game that combines heartfelt storytelling, unique mechanics, and a dash of self-discovery, be sure to check out FreeRide when releases on Steam and Nintendo Switch starting on May 1st. Get ready to lace your virtual cleats and take a nostalgic trip down memory lane in Despolote, a slice-of-life soccer adventure set in 2001 Quito, Ecuador. You'll step into the sneakers of 8-year-old Julian, experiencing the city's vibrant streets and parks as the nation buzzes with excitement over its potential first-ever World Cup qualification. But this isn't your typical sports game. It's more about the people than the points. The gameplay revolves around exploring the city in this first-person perspective, where a physics-based soccer ball becomes your tool of interaction. Dribble, pass, and shoot your way through town, engaging with locals whose conversations range from the mundane to the profound, capturing the essence of everyday life, creating a dreamlike atmosphere that feels both authentic and artistic. The game's aesthetic draws on fine art, enhancing its emotional and immersive storytelling. Despolote is going to offer a heartfelt narrative that resonates with everyone who's ever chased a ball down a street or dreamed of glory on the world stage. So if you're looking for a game that captures the spirit of youth, community, and the beautiful game of soccer, or football for some of you, Despolote is ready to play ball. Just remember, in this game, it's not about winning, it's about the memories you make along the way. And you can check out Despolote for yourself when it releases on Steam, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Xbox consoles when it releases on May 1st. And it'll be coming soon to Nintendo Switch. Get ready to scurry into the spotlight with Maze Mice, the latest indie gem from the team behind Luck Be a Landlord. Maze Mice invites players to navigate a perilous attic maze as a tiny mouse on a mission to survive. In this game, time only moves when you do, adding a strategic layer to its bullet heaven roguelike mechanics. Dodge feline foes, collect experience dots, and unlock a variety of upgrades like the vacuum for distant pickups, a tiny sweater for extra health, or even a saxophone to soothe the savage cats. Maze Mice features a charming retro pixel art style, immersing players in a cozy yet treacherous attic environment. Each run offers new challenges and opportunities to unlock additional mouse characters, each with unique starting abilities. And with support for multiple languages and full controller compatibility, Maze Mouse ensures accessibility for a broad audience. So if you're looking for a game that combines strategic movement with adorable aesthetics, Maze Mouse is ready to whisker you away into an unforgettable adventure when it releases on Steam in early access starting on May 2nd. Get ready to haunt the halls in this spine-chilling, deck-building roguelike. In Deck of Haunts, you embody a malevolent haunted house, luring unsuspecting humans into your cursed abode to manipulate their fears and drain their essence, all to expand your dark influence. Set in 1970s America, your once grand 1920s Art Deco mansion has transformed into a living entity with a pulsating stone heart, fueled by decades of bitterness and malice. By day, you'll meticulously design your mansion layout, creating a labyrinth of rooms like the Phobia Room, the Mechanical Room, and the Sacrifice Room, each one affecting gameplay in a unique way. But as night falls, use the deck of haunting cards to summon spirits, shift hallways, and unleash horrors that'll drive your guests totally mad. And you'll do this all while protecting your heart room, the core of your malevolent power. You'll harvest the essence of these doomed souls to strengthen your mansion, increasing your infamy and attracting even more daring foes, from law enforcement to priests. Just beware, the stonemasons are coming, and they're ready to challenge your reign of terror with formidable new bosses that'll test your strategic prowess. Deck of Haunts flaunts this gothic aesthetic that complements its psychological themes, immersing players in a world where every creaking floorboard and shifting shadow adds to the tension. With a vast array of haunting cards at your disposal and an ever-expanding mansion to customize, each one offers a unique experience that'll keep you coming back for more. So if you're looking to unleash your inner poltergeist and turn the tables on these pesky humans, Deck of Haunts is ready to welcome you home when it releases on Steam on May 7th, with Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox versions coming later this year. This handcrafted horror adventure lets you embark on a journey where cozy meets creepy. This is the Midnight Walk. You'll play as the Burnt One, a mysterious figure resurrected from their grave. You'll be navigating a surreal world with the help of Potboy, your charming lantern-headed companion. Together you'll explore 5 unique regions, each one filled with puzzles, monsters, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. The visuals of a Midnight Walk are a standout feature, boasting a stop-motion style achieved by handcrafting over 700 clay models, which are then 3D scanned to create a tactile and dreamlike experience. And this meticulous attention to detail results in an environment that feels both whimsical and unsettling. Revolving around the interplay of light and darkness, the gameplay of a Midnight Walk has you using matches and Potboy's light to illuminate your path, solving puzzles, and fending off nightmarish creatures. Interestingly, there's even a dedicated button to close your eyes, allowing you to reveal hidden secrets or just blink away certain horrors. The narrative unfolds through a series of fairy tale-like chapters, each one presenting its own set of challenges and characters. Expect to encounter a cast of odd and endearing personalities, from friendly monsters to eccentric weirdos, all contributing to the game's unique charm. In the Midnight Walk, keeping the flame alive is more than a metaphor, it's a matter of survival. So if you're in the mood for a game that blends the warmth of a cozy adventure with the thrills of a horror tale, the Midnight Walk is ready to light your way when it releases on Steam, PlayStation 5, and PlayStation VR 2 starting on May 8th. I was a huge fan of the first game in this series, and now I'm ready to blast off into the absurdity of Revenge of the Savage Planet. This satirical sci-fi sequel takes place right where the previous game left off, placing you in the boots of a low-rank space explorer who's been unceremoniously fired, and now you're stranded on a bizarre alien planet. And now your mission is to survive the planet's eccentric ecosystem, collect upgrades, and exact revenge on your former employer, Kindred Technologies, who has now become a subsidiary of an even more incompetent organization. Unlike the first game, Revenge of the Savage Planet switches to a third-person view, enhancing the slapstick humor and allowing you to fully experience your avatar's exaggerated animations as you slip, slide, and stumble through the environments. Explore 5 distinct planets teeming with peculiar flora and fauna, each more colorful and chaotic than the last. Engage in a variety of gameplay mechanics, including platforming, puzzle solving, creature capturing, and crafting, all while navigating the game's open-world Metroidvania structure. And you can also team up with a friend in the co-op mode. So you can both bumble your way through the game's challenges as you double the chaos and half the competence. Explore an exaggerated take on alien landscapes, drawing inspiration from early 2000 platformers and infused with a healthy dose of satirical humor, pretty reminiscent of Rick and Morty. So if you're looking for a game that combines the whimsy of classical platformers with the biting satire of modern sci-fi, then you can check out Revenge of the Savage Planet, releases on May 8th for Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. Get ready to embrace chaos in this frantic multiplayer brawler. This is NUBS Arena. In NUBS Arena, you control tiny, unpredictable warriors, affectionately known as NUBS. Engage in relentless arena battles to become the last one standing. Whether you're playing online or enjoying local couch co-op with your friends, up to 20 players can dive into this fast-paced, top-down PvP combat, where quick reflexes and roguelike buffs determine the victor. NUBS Arena has this vibrant and chaotic style, featuring a vast selection of outlandish outfits and eye-searing colors. With so many combinations, you're either going to look fearsome, funny, on-trend, or completely ridiculous. The gameplay loop of NUBS Arena includes you starting with basic weapons and scouring the battlefield for upgrades. Crack open chests for better firearms or claim weapons from your defeated foes. I mean, they won't be needing them anyway. Battle through dynamic arenas filled with deadly hazards like spikes and lava, ensuring that your opponents aren't the only thing you should be afraid of. But in NUBS Arena, even death isn't the end, because once you're eliminated, you become a floating star containing all of your hopes, dreams, and regrets. And if you survive long enough in this form, you'll get another shot at victory and spawn back into the battle. Each match will consist of 5 different rounds. After each round, you get to select a passive ability that'll either boost your chances of survival or amplify the absurdity of the battle. Choose strategically, or pick the one that has the silliest name. Your call, really. We got to play the demo version of this game a few weeks ago on stream, and we had a blast, and I cannot wait for the rest of the world to get their hands on this game. Now, an important note, for the first 24 hours this game releases, it's going to be free to own. So whether you already have a Steam library filled with games or just get ready to start your PC adventures, make a Steam account and get this game for free. Because after those 24 hours, you're gonna have to pay for it. And if I hear any of you complaining that you didn't have enough time, you weren't paying attention. So if you're looking for a game that contains the whimsy of classic party games with the unpredictability of roguelike progression, NUBS Arena is ready to deliver when it releases on Steam starting on May 15th. And remember, first 24 hours, free to own. Download it. Get ready to shuffle your way into darkness in this roguelike deck builder. This is Into the Restless Ruins. Into the Restless Ruins invites players to construct their own dungeon using a deck of cards representing rooms, corridors, and strategic elements. Each night you'll expand the labyrinthian ruins and auto-battle through them, harvesting glimmer from cursed residents before the torchlights fade. Featuring a blend of minimalist and stylized 2D top-down graphics, Into the Restless Ruin creates an atmospheric and tactical experience, with a soundtrack that adds mysterious and tense ambience to your dungeon crawling adventures. Shuffle through your deck of dynamic cards as you build your dungeon, using strategic room synergies and creating endless replayability. With 116 cards across 7 categories, 6 distinct ruins to explore, 62 creatures to fight, including 6 bosses inspired by Scottish folklore, and the various charms, cantrips, and weapons to discover, each run offers a unique challenge for the player to take on. So if you're looking for a game that combines strategic deck building with dungeon crawling, all wrapped up in a rich tapestry of Scottish folklore, you could play Into the Restless Ruins when it releases on Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox starting on May 15th. Get ready to slither into the afterlife in this vibrant 3D adventure game. This is Kulebra in the Souls of Limbo. In this whimsical journey, you'll play as Kulebra, a skeletal snake with a heart of gold and a visible backbone who awakens in Limbo, a realm where souls burdened with regrets are trapped in an endless time loop. Guided by the cryptic words of an old lady, Kulebra embarks on a quest to uncover his purpose and help his fellow souls find peace. This game features a colorful and inviting art style reminiscent of pop-up books, drawing inspiration from Latin American culture and the Day of the Dead aesthetic. The game is, ironically, brought to life by a cast of quirky characters, each with their own stories and schedules that evolve with the in-game day, dusk, and night cycle. Combining classic adventure mechanics with modern sensibilities, the gameplay of Kulebra includes light action and stealth sequences to keep pacing engaging. You'll gather clues for exploration and conversation, solve puzzles, and confront dark souls attempting to extinguish your light, while a handy notebook keeps track of the important details, so you don't have to rely solely on your memory. While your handy notebook keeps track of your important details, so you won't have to rely solely on your memory. Untangling the afterlife is no easy feat, especially when you don't have any feet. But if you're looking for a game that combines heartfelt storytelling, charming visuals, and engaging gameplay, then you're gonna want to keep an eye on Kulebra, the Souls of Limbo, and it releases on March 16th for Steam, Switch, and Xbox. And it'll be available on Game Pass day 1. If you've been juggling your expectations waiting for the first free DLC for Sea of Stars, then you don't have much longer to wait. Because Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker is finally here. This post-game adventure reunites the Solstice warriors, Zale and Valir, as they dive into the Horde Lodge? I don't know if I can say that. It's basically this miniature clockwork world crafted by the enigmatic Watchmaker. Just be careful, because the Cursed Carnival has turned this whimsical realm into a ticking time bomb of chaos. In this itty-bitty clockwork world, the rules have changed. Zale will be trading in his sword for some juggling pins, while Valir swaps out her staff for some acrobatic flair. So kind of think Cirque du Soleil meets classic JRPG. Enjoying the party this time is Artie, the laser-wielding artificer who finally steps into the spotlight as a playable character. Together you'll face off against the mischievous puppeteer and his minions in a battle of wits, reflexes, and well-timed button presses. Expect over 8 hours of new content, including fresh areas, dungeons, puzzles, minigames, enemies, and bosses, all wrapped in a rich cinematic experience that matches the main game's quality. And the DLC will also support local co-op for up to 3 players, so you and your friends coordinate your attacks, or argue over who gets to play the acrobat. I will win because I love Valir. Now I know you might want to take some time to practice your juggling, but time waits for no one in this world. So if you're looking to extend your Sea of Stars journey, you can check out Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker when it releases on May 20th for Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. Hopefully you have your train tickets ready, because the fiery sequel to the acclaimed roguelike deck builder is finally here. This is Monster Train 2. And this time around, the stakes soar even higher as the Titan seize control of heaven, prompting an unlikely alliance between angels and demons. Your mission is to command these clans aboard newly forged trains, journeying through hell, heaven, and the abyss to thwart the Titans before they obliterate the world. The sequel retains its signature 3-tiered vertical gameplay, challenging you to defend your pyre by strategically placing units and casting spells across train floors. Each turn introduces new enemy waves, ascending from the bottom, testing your tactical prowess. But we're not getting the same old enemies as last time, because they're introducing 6 new clans, each with unique abilities and playstyles, alongside brand new advanced card mechanics like artifacts and relics that provide persistent effects across your deck. Monster Train 2 offers a wealth of content, including new enemy factions, challenges, and brand new modes like the Endless mode, daily and dimensional challenges, run mutators, and leaderboards, ensuring endless replayability. And the only thing more dangerous than your enemies is missing your train. So if you're ready to rekindle the flames of strategic deck building and embark on a hellish journey to save the world, be sure to grab your ticket to Monster Train 2 when it releases on May 21st for Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. In this turn-based musical RPG, you'll be cranking the volume up to 11 as you shred evil into submission. This is Fretless, the Wrath of Riffson, In this brand new RPG, you'll play as Rob, a passionate musician on a quest to restore harmony to the world after a nefarious CEO has corrupted music by trapping the souls of the top musicians. Armed with legendary instruments and a deck of powerful riffs, you'll battle through hordes of musical hybrid monsters. Fretless sports this vibrant cartoonish art style that brings its whimsical world to life, while combat combines traditional turn-based strategy with rhythm-based elements, allowing you to unleash crescendo attacks and equip pedals for massive buffs. So if you're ready to face the music and save the world one riff at a time, you can check out Fretless: The Wrath of Riffson when it releases on Steam, Epic Game Store, and GOG on May 22nd. Eugene McQuacklin is waddling back onto the scene in this brand new standalone adventure in the Duck Detective series. This new adventure in the saga is Duck Detective: The Ghost of Glamping. As a down-on-his-luck duck detective grappling with a failed marriage and an insatiable bread addiction, you're called to a luxury glam site that's supposedly haunted, though the real specters might just be his personal demons. The Ghost of Glamping offers another cozy 2 to 3 hour mystery experience, where you'll be interviewing a cast of suspicious characters, inspecting evidence, and filling in the blanks to crack the case. It's basically Mad Libs meets Knives Out, but with a lot more feathers and a lot less fatalities. This anthropomorphic world is brought to life with its charming cartoonish art style, with a fully voice acted cast that adds depth and humor to the narrative, ensuring every quack and pun lands just right. And this time around, joining Eugene is his brand new partner Freddy, whose presence adds a fresh dynamic to the investigation. Together, they'll navigate the murky waters of this glamping-related mystery, all while dealing with Eugene's crusty cravings. So if you're ready to dive back into a mystery that's equal parts spooky and silly, Duck Detective: The Ghost of Glamping is your ticket to a quacking good time. And you can check it out when it releases on May 22nd for Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. I gotta tell you, the team over at Strange Scaffold has probably not taken a nap in at least 5 years, because they're always cranking out new games. And now they're making a Ninja Turtles game. This turn-based strategy game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown. In this standalone adventure, the Turtles face a brand new era without their mentor Splinter or their nemesis Shredder, confronting a reinvigorated Foot Clan and personal challenges as they approach adulthood. Each one of the Turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, star in individual campaigns, each offering unique perspectives and playstyles. The game features 20 dynamically mutating levels that evolve with every turn, introducing new threats and strategic opportunities. Adopting a graphic novel-inspired art style, complete with bold paint splatters and detailed diorama set pieces, this game combines tactical depth with classic beat-em-up action, allowing players to customize loadouts, unlock new abilities, and chain together devastating combos. So if you're ready for a fresh take on the TMNT universe with a blend of strategic combat and nostalgic charm, then you can check out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown, which releases on Steam starting on May 22nd. This charming and colorful adventure has you play as a teenager navigating the life in the small town with their cute dog companion. The big twist? The teen's body is inexplicably stuck in a T-pose. This upcoming narrative adventure is called To a T, where everyday tasks like getting dressed or confronting your bullies is a unique challenge in and of itself. As a new game behind the creator of Katamari Damacy, this game emphasizes character interaction and storytelling, drawing inspiration from the creator's own childhood experiences. With a focus on rediscovering fun and innocence, 2T offers players an unconventional playful experience that resists traditional genre labels. With a vibrant and cartoonish art style that brings its whimsical world to life, and a fully voice-acted cast adding depth and humor to the narrative, 2T is looking to be a heartwarming and humorous journey. So if you're ready to embrace the awkwardness and charm a teenager stuck in a perpetual T-pose, then you can check out 2T when it releases on Steam and PlayStation 5 starting on May 28th. This 2D top-down adventure has you using a yo-yo to solve all your problems. This is Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. Taking place in Yo-Yovania, you'll play as Pippet, a young yo-yo prodigy from the influential Pipistrello family. And after witnessing a group of thugs stealing his aunt's life energy, Pippet embarks on a quest to reclaim the family's influence and uncover the mysteries behind a soul-stealing mega laser. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo features a sprawling urban landscape divided into 4 districts, offering over 1,000 screens of challenges and secrets. Using your trusty yo-yo, you'll master over 10 tricks and special moves to navigate the city, solve puzzles, and combat rival crime bosses. Visually, the game boasts a vibrant retro-inspired pixel art style, reminiscent of the Game Boy Advance classics, combined with modern animation and polish. As you explore Yo-Yovania, customization plays a significant role in your gameplay, with over 40 equipable badges and 20 passive upgrades available to alter your gameplay. So whether you prefer a combat-heavy approach or a focus on puzzle solving, the game accommodates various strategies. And in this city, the yo-yo isn't just a toy, it's a ticket to justice. So if you're ready to swing into action and unravel the corporate shenanigans of the Pipistrello family, you can check out Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo when it drops on May 28th for Steam, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And there you have it, 16 upcoming indie games that you can play this May. As always, be sure to let me know if I missed any upcoming indie games that you're excited to play this month, that way I can add them to my wish list. And real quick, if you're going to be in Boston next weekend for PAX East, well, gee willikers, so will I. So if you see me on the show floor, you want to say hi, you want a picture, you want to give me $15 million in cold hard cash, I'd prefer that be wire transferred because I cannot be walking around with that kind of money in my pocket. But I'm also going to be part of the video game trivia panel hosted by Jacob McCourt Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, unfortunately, it won't be streamed live, but the whole thing's going to be recorded and posted on Jacob's YouTube channel a few days after the convention ends, just in case you want to watch me and Dave wipe the floor with those other losers. And lastly, if you want to stay up to date on all the dope indie games you can play, as well as news, reviews, and whatever I choose, then you're going to want to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming content right here on the channel. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is late o'clock in the morning and I have got a lot of editing to do, so I'll see you later.